Hello, thank you, and welcome to a new exciting Let's Play of Star Trek Online. I am your host, the Crimson Phoenix, and today we are doing the Heading Out, which is the beginning of the Romulan missions. First off, let's go ahead and view our R&D. We got our bonus research for the beams done, collect that, and we're already at level 2. So yeah, very good thing for those who are going into the new crafting system. Very good thing to do the research projects on each bit of technology. If you're starting at level 0, the beginning instantly gets you to level 2. Although you're still going to have to repeat for trying to get over to the next tier on each level. So we're going to do beams again. And let's actually try to go with engineering. Oh no, we don't have the materials. What about this? Okay, we got the materials for ground. So let's go ahead and do ground. And ground probably be level 2. Yeah, level 2 since it's only at 50. So we're at 9.5, which right now the help and support thing is flashing. I mean, we've been in 9.5. It's just a while ago when they brought this out. I haven't been posting these in a while because I have been really busy with work and everything. So let's go ahead and just transbeam. I say transbeam because we're transwarping / beaming to our ship to Regulus. So I am so glad that they still got that. Alright, so from here, yeah, we got the new officer we can choose. I'm not going to choose an officer quite yet, but right now we'll got a bunch of cargo ships going in and out here. Wow, there's a lot of cargo ships. Alright, anyway, so we're going to do Heading Out, which, like I said, this is going to be the beginning of the Romulan mystery mission. So we're going to be doing this. It's honestly a really, really short mission. I mean, it's like, honestly, you just have to pick up this guy, which we're going to see as soon as it loads. Why is it at 0? Why is it at 0? 1. Now it's at 1%. Come on. I'm going to go ahead and say this. For those who get Star Trek Online and those who are playing, it is really good to not have on-demand patching enabled, because I'll go ahead and say this. If it was enabled, it'd probably be as slow as this, if not 10 times more slower. More likely, I'm going to just assume it's going to be slower. Come on, 3%. $40. There we go. I was actually about to. Okay, never mind. Warping in. And I was tempted on pausing the recording, so this way we don't have to wait. That way, y'all don't have to wait on this. Alright, so this is at Starbase 114. You probably, if y'all remember, the war is good for business, I think the mission is. We did this and we came over here. We're coming here again to pick up a guy. And since they've removed that war is good for business mission, this is honestly the only time anybody's going to see Starbase 114, unless people want to do the patrol missions. And if y'all do the patrol missions, y'all may be able to come over here to Starbase 114. I believe, I'm not too sure, I haven't done any of the patrol missions in my Let's Plays. I may do them, probably not. I'm not too worried about them, since right now we're just going through the story arc here. And again, it's slow on loading. Why is it slow on loading? And now that I complain, it becomes quicker. So a little update that Cryptic had brought out a while back, which I kind of like. If y'all remember, in some of my early episodes, everybody was all in a different style uniforms. Right now, me and my officer are no exceptions. I mean, we're in a different uniform than everybody else. However, everybody does have a similar uniform. In the fleet, I'll go ahead and just say this real quick. In the fleet area, they had whenever you're in fleet. I believe it's at like tier 2 or 3 on the starbase where you could get to unlock the tailor. And when you unlock the tailor for your starbase, there was a uniform that you could buy with fleet marks and such. It was called the Odyssey uniform. Now they've made it to where everyone gets the Odyssey uniform immediately at the start, and this is the new dress code for Starfleet, the Odyssey uniform, which honestly, it's not that bad of a uniform. It could be a lot better. Because if I remember correctly, this guy here, I think he's like a cadet or something, while this guy is like a actual officer. And they all have the same Odyssey belt and everything. Which honestly, the belt I kind of like, but I like my Jupiter belt better. But that's just me. Anyway, back on here, we're heading out. We get to meet this guy, Damar Khan, who is a Trill. I believe he may have been in one of the TNG episodes. I'm not too sure. I believe it might have been. I think he might have been in one of the earlier TNG episodes. I don't remember, but anyway, yeah, he is a Trill, and just like some of the other ones here, you can. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I just realized it's not TNG, it is DS9, because I just remembered. Lenara Khan, she was in DS9, and, who was it? It was one of the Dax's hosts that used to be Lenara Khan, that used to be one of Lenara Khan's hosts, like either their wife or their husband, one or the other. I really do not remember. I do not remember. I would ask one of my friends on Skype because I'm actually broadcasting this and I think they're watching. I'm not too sure, but anyway, I don't remember which one it is. They'll probably come to me later on after this. But yeah, you can ask. Ask Khan. Different sort of questions. Especially this. Let's see. Fuse. Yeah, you can ask him. You can ask him different questions, and some of it actually. A lot of the questions, like this, like did Starfleet try to help, will coincide with the Star Trek movie, I believe, because I believe, yeah, hang on. Yeah, it does coincide because of the with the new Star Trek movie, with the first one with Spock. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna go too far into this, but yeah, we're gonna, and here we go. What made the Hopus supernova so destructive? Yeah, this is just a little theory on why it was so destructive and everything. So, I mean, theory. Let's see, is that the radiation from the supernova somehow traveled through subspace? Would take one. Yeah. Lots of different questions. And of course, did the Romulans survive? Yes, they survive. All right, so let's go ahead. Are you ready to go? I like how he was just looking at his watch right there. All right, so we go here, and now it's time to be quick on the loading. And now from here, we just go past the snow leopard. And from here, we travel all the way over to the Alpha Centauri sector block. So we're going to have that little travel there. One moment. Well, actually, a friend of mine right now who was Lenarkar's previous host's hubby or wifey. I don't remember. That's gonna bother me throughout this entire Let's Play now, because I know it was a Dax, but I can't remember if it was like Tobin or it could. It definitely wasn't. What was his name? The one before Jadzia. God, I'm a failure at a Trekkie if I cannot remember all these names. Orbiting to Alpha Centauri. We're gonna have another thing from Spock here.
The Romulans were once a passionate, vibrant species, but the loss of their homeworld has left them in ashes. The survivors of the cataclysm have gathered under the banner of Empress Sela. She has sought out new allies from the Delta Quadrant in an attempt to rebuild the Romulans' former might. And now, she seeks revenge for a lost world and a broken people.
Yep, and that's the thing from there. That's the thing from Spock, and here we go to the entering the Sierra system. We go to Sierra 39, which is going to be another social area. It's not very used much for role plays, I don't believe. But it is a social area that people can use for role playing. And yeah, it was Curzon. That's who I was thinking of. God dang it, because Curzon was before Jadzia. And then, however, the line went down there. But yeah, Khan's lover was Curzon. Was it Curzon? Because wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. God damn, this is gonna bother me throughout the entire Let's Play. I bet if anybody decides to research this as to who Lenar Khan's previous hostess' lover was in the Dax family, if anybody wants to comment on this, please do, because otherwise, if I don't get it right, then if my buddy Tom doesn't get it right, it's probably gonna bother. Well, it probably won't bother him so much, but will bother me. Okay, yeah, he says not hubby, but lover. So, because I thought there was a Khan that was married to. There was a Khan that was married to a Dax. Okay. Crew of the Tucker can handle anything. Roman space, okay. Romans are touchy, which there always are. Well, watch what you say or you'll be in the fight. The Remans don't even bother talking before they fire, so I think they're more dangerous than the Romulans. That can be, yeah. And then, of course, Seal found new allies, too. Yeah. Alright, so that's done. Now this is the new person that we're going to be taking orders from, Admiral Tanay. She is, of course, the officer that runs. She's the commanding officer of Starbase 39. But yeah, as for social areas and everything, you got this place here. They got the shipyard and such over here. As for requisitions, yeah, to be honest, when it comes to requisitions over here, you just got the you just got the officer trainer. Is this a trainer? No, wait, this is the requisitions officer. Then you got the equipment requisitions officer, which has has all the kits and the mods and everything. Okay, yeah, it has all the tactical module. It has the modules and all this, which honestly I think I'm actually pretty good on them. But just be Yeah, you know, we're probably good for now. So now we do Under the Cover of Night, which is going to be the next mission. It is going to be here in Alpha Centauri. I'm just going to quickly transwarp here. And a little suggestion, you don't want to do what I'm doing here with transwarping or transbeaming a lot, because that does cost money. I mean, luckily though, I mean, when you do the transwarp, like the transwarp destinations here, that doesn't cost anything. But when you're transwarping between missions, it does cost your credits. So right now I'm at, 100,000, so 120,000. So I'm good, but I gotta be careful on that. And let's see, skills. Let's go ahead and put. Let me go ahead and. Holy cow! I just realized how many available skills I got that I have not even used. Wow. All right, so I'm gonna go for a light build here. Wow, I am quite shocked on how how little behind I am with all this. Okay. I think that's pretty much all I'm probably gonna put in here. Because honestly, I don't want to put too much in here. Although I probably should. At least put those in here. Let me also put. Well. Let me do that. Except. Alright, so let's go to our gamma. Or. Yeah, our gamma. Let's see. Commander Hiltus. There you go, Ryan the Independence in here. So we're going to have to do a little bit of manhunt here. Alright, so let's go ahead and just kill off these people. I cannot wait to get Commander. I mean, I'm like literally so close to it. And why am I not? There we go. I don't know what the heck happened on that. Why it wasn't firing like that. Alright, scanning Veteran particle. It's a good idea to scan all particles since of course we're going to be using those for R&Ds. Alright, we should be coming near the Independence, right? And I don't like the look of that Corsair flight deck cruiser, so plasma beams. Plasma beams has nothing on me. Although them shields. Yeah, I don't have much on shield heals except for the science team. That should be okay though. Whoa. Where did you guys come from? Alright. So something a friend of mine kind of showed me while I'm going through here, a little command that people can use, and this is only if you've played games like, let's say, Star Trek Bridge Commander. Something that is awesome to use. You do in the chat room, chat thing, set region FOV, and then you can either do space or ground depending on what you want. And default is 55. For this, I'm going 15, and take a look at that. Everything seems bigger, which I like that. I mean, your ship seems bigger. The ships around you and the debris and stuff seems bigger. And holy cow, I went through that debris and did not even notice how close I was to it. Hey. This would be great if this ship was like the Akira from Bridge Commander in the Kobayashi Maru mod. I'm only saying that because on Bridge Commander, and I may see about doing a video later in it, if possible. But in Kobayashi, in a mod called Kobayashi Maru, they added a lot of different ships and everything to Star Trek Bridge Commander. And the Akira class, the Akira ship, its normal weapon mounts are, kind of the same as you see here, forward weapons and everything. But on the regular Akira, not the Thunder Child, but on the normal Akira ship, it has, and you actually see them on the model on Star Trek Online, but it has torpedo ports on the side of the saucer, and in the cannon design of the ship, it actually says that it has the side cannons, the side torpedo mounts on it. And I think those are mainly for mainly for broadsides and such. Okay, let's get that Xindi lockbox and do another scan for the Verteron particles. So we bounce the graviton particle beam off the main deflector dish. That's the way we do things, lads. I forgot the rest of the song. Oh yeah, new lockbox that came out. I mean, as you remember before, we were doing the Undine boxes. Now we got Xindi boxes, which the Xindi lock boxes allows you to get the aquatic Dreadnought, and from the Lobi store, if anybody remembers where's that torpedo thing? Right there. If anybody remembers the reptilian cruisers, they actually have the reptilian cruisers now in the Lobi store. So anybody that has 800 Lobi crystals can get those. Can get the reptilian ship. Both, of course. When you get both the when you get both the Dreadnought and the escort, which they call it an escort cruiser. I got no idea why, but each has their own unique console, and of course if you have them both, you get a little special set and everything. It's pretty cool. And, hope people can get them and getting attacked again. Thank God for point defense systems, which honestly, when I get my new ship, more than likely going to keep this thing on there. I will say this: I'm more likely also going to get the hull plating, so that way I don't get tractored every now and then. Okay, we're kinda almost there. We got a little bit of a ways ahead. If I don't get shot every now and then, Jesus. Luckily though, this is the last mission. I believe that we will have to deal with the Orion Syndicate here. So after this, we don't have to worry about the Orions anymore. Unfortunately, we have to wait until after this mission. Thank God for crafted gear. At least I think my stuff is crafted. Yeah, it is crafted. Oh no, wait, it's bought. I'm sorry, I forgot. I bought this equipment here. Okay, let's see if we can get to that area without getting shot at again. You know, I actually like this field of view for space because it really brings me back to Bridge Commander. Bridge Commander was a really good game. The flying, you had a lot more to do when it comes to piloting your ship. So I mean, you could do barrel rolls in the you know, Sovereign. You could also do it in the Galaxy, but not really recommended. What's shooting at me? A brigand cruiser. I'm gonna get that thing. I'm gonna get that hull plating. I'm definitely gonna get that hull plating just so I don't get the just so I don't get tractored, because at the moment all I got is hazard emitters and the science team. For those, if you get hull plating, that's gonna be one really good ability you're gonna want to use, because that can save you from not only tractor beams, but as well as tractor repulsors, which pretty much, yeah, as the name indicates, they're tractor beams that will repulse you away. And damn you, Orions! Love the women, hate the syndicate. What is shooting at me? Oh, the plasma cannon. I'm like, what's this green shit that's hitting me? Okay. Trace found Federation down. Okay. Now we got to scan these freighters here for the load trader to par. Okay, none of those. Let's go to the next set. Scan that light freighter. Don't want to surrender? Well, that's okay. I'll just force you to surrender. I wanted prisoners? And this is the part where if I was a Klingon, I'd be yelling out, I wanted prisoners! And then my tactical officer would be the idiot, be like, lucky shot, and I just vaporize them. Oh, the references. Except. Okay. So now we gotta find the person. And yeah, like I said, you can also do the same thing here in ground. Just gotta replace space with ground. I honestly think that ground is best at its default at level 55. But of course, that's just me. Alright. So we've done 300,000 damage with phasers. Nice. Gotta love all the accolades here. And the cool thing is, the more accolades we get, the more passives we can probably get, because each time you get a whenever you complete certain accolades, there are going to be some passives, passive abilities and such that will be rewarded. So probably a good idea to do what you can, and trying to complete those accolades. Now there is like a channel, it's called the Accolade channel. Some people go on there to get new accolades and such. So I mean, if you remember that channel already, for those who are watching that do play Star Trek Online, hey, great, because that's and I believe I've seen that it's a good channel. I'm not too completely sure about it, because I haven't really, I mean, to be honest, I haven't really socialized much on it. So honestly, when my friend was playing on my account, several years ago, I think he joined the channel, and I'm not too sure, what all may have been done on it, but, that was back then. No, I had that one guy that ran behind me. Okay, he did. The only good thing about collecting these lockboxes is if, I decide to go ahead and sell them. And those aren't Orions. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are now fighting Romulans. I do not hate my people. I only say that because I am a Romulan at heart. I love the Romulans. Although I also love the Klingons, but I'm more of a Romulan than a Klingon. Slightly. That's, still in between there. Okay, got that uranium. Looks like she is arguing with the Romulan commander. Your ship, I'll deal with this Starfleet. Huh? It's a lab, okay. Well, that is going to change here. What was that guy talking about? Holo novels there. I got holo novels that will blow your mind. How would you like the unedited cut of Vulcan Love Slave 6? Why did I read that? Why did I have to read that? Thank you, Star Trek Online. Thank you. Now these Romulans, you gotta be careful on, because I mean, the Romulans can be tricky, especially with that. Okay, Thalaron energy, yes, is banned, but these Romulans, the Tal Shiar especially, they do use those drones that deploy a Thalaron mine on the ground. And what that Thalaron mine does, it's a instant kill for anyone. Alright, so now that that person escaped, we're gonna go catch them before they decide to leave. Okay. Caliph. Okay. I don't see the ship quite yet, so. Okay. Command Part is hereby granted political asylum and citizenship by the Romulan Star Empire. Since to capture her are a hostile act against our sovereignty, you leave us no choice but to defend ourselves. Okay. Oh, and hey, take a look. Our favorite vessel. The Romulan the Deridex class Warbird, which instantly gets owned, and of course those. Thank you, Star Trek Online, for giving me a ship that is quite hellacious powerful, but in that power, you had to say to hell with you, and just go fuck yourself and just do that to where those plasma torpedoes would kill me. Let's see. It defeated me, commander, but how long is against the Romulan? Okay. Lakota, where does it relieve you? Okay. until Lakota gets here. Oh yeah, that's the one thing about these Romulan ships you got to be careful about. Because Romulan vessels are powered by literally a quantum singularity. For those of you who don't know the terminology, it's basically a black hole. I'm pretty sure, though, everyone knows the terminology. Anyways, since Romulan ships are powered by a quantum singularity, whenever they explode, they have a tendency of having that shockwave happen. So, very good idea to be careful whenever you're fighting a Romulan ship. Now, of course, it is a good thing, and I mean that is a good thing though for Romulan ships, because they do have, you know, special sorts of abilities with their vessels for the quantum singularities. But and then also at the same time, you know, when they blow up, you know, of course that will damage other ships. So, I'm such a dangerous criminal. Having me held to. I mean, I'll deal with on some orders for the yeah, Drake. God. Oh, hey, the loco is actually a Excelsior. Awesome. Section 31 thanks you for your service. Oh, Drake asked me to give you a message. Time comes that you can be of service again. He'll be in touch. Yep. So of course that shows that Drake is with Section 31, and you know, let's take a look here. Lakota does actually have the proper NCC there. Yeah, it does. 42768. Nice. So that went not even an alpha. Okay, so it's still in service. Nice. Well, it's gonna take our prisoner. We're just gonna warp away. Yeah, even though the field of view is at 15, it's gonna reset that every time you warp in and out of the system. Anyway, so that was Under the Cover of Night. I'm gonna go ahead and put space for now, back to 55. Wow. That is on the Mars. Wonder what she and her organization do is a need to know basis, and while I can see that times they have done some good, I deplore many. Yeah. Who's involved or from where it gets its authorities. Yeah. Alright, so that was Under Cover of Night, and yay, we get to Captain level. So I'm gonna accept that. I'm also gonna go ahead and you know, get the mission for Minefield, but I'm not gonna do Minefield quite yet. Probably gonna do that in the next episode. For now though, I am going to go get promoted over to Captain. It's been long overdue. Alright. And of course that happens. Okay, docking at station. And I think from here we may, you know, actually nah, I'm not going to update, I'm not going to Akona's uniform here. I'm just going to keep it the way it is. But yeah, take a look. Security officers, our uniforms changed to the Odyssey. Pretty much everyone's is changed to the Odyssey. And here's pretty much the Admiralty uniform right there, what Admiral Quinn has. It's alright. I mean, it's a flag officer's uniform, so it's alright. Now, as for a captain's uniform, let's go down here to Captain Sulu. And here is Captain Sulu's uniform. It's kind of the same thing, except for the top is white. I mean, I kind of like it, but But honestly, I don't know. There's just something about where it needs more, in my opinion. That is just me though. To me, the uniform is good. The Aussie uniform is great, but it needs more. I mean, take a look at this uniform. I mean, it's the original series uniform of that guy. Shout out to Simon from the 12th Fleet there. And there's that one guy on my friends list, Andy from the Special Service Squadron, and he's not moved. I swear to God, he's always been here in either instance 13 or pretty much every instance here. All right, so from here in the captain section, we got a few choices. We got the Galaxy class starship, which has its little variants here. The Venture is a sea store item. It's the exploration cruiser refit. There's also the tactical escort, which has several variants: Defiant, Gallant, and Vigilant. And also for Sea Store, there is the Sao Paulo, which the Sao Paulo is really good because it has the quad cannons, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows what the quad cannons are. Anyway, we got that, and then we got the Intrepid, which goes between Intrepid, Discovery, Cochrane. Oh yeah, Cochrane. There we go. And then the Bellerophon, which Bellerophon, of course, another refit. I like some of the refit vessels. I mean, Bellerophon is Intrepid. I like as well, but for the purposes, we're gonna go ahead and say we claim this vessel. Malaya, nice. I think I might keep that. But I'm also gonna go ahead and claim the Sao Paulo, simply because. Wow, that was slow. Okay, simply because the Malaya, yeah, it's a good ship, but the Sao Paulo comes with 3 engineering consoles and 3 tactical, while the regular escort just comes with the 223. So let's go ahead and discharge you. I'm gonna keep your ship name though. Malaya. I actually like that name. And yeah, and here's the special it's not a console, but here's what's the special thing that it comes here is the phase quad cannons. Now for Klingons and Romulans, there is a similar cannons like this. The Klingons has a destructive quad cannons, and while Romulans has the plasma quad cannons. And you have to get a certain ship to get. Like, let's go in here. Like for Klingons, which ship was it? No, it's not one of those. It's the Chitang, is it? I gotta look through it. No, that's not it. Here we go. The Ning Tao. The Ning Tao for Klingons has the quad cannons. You can kind of tell where it would have quad cannons a little bit because it has those because it has the 2 cannons on the back and then the 2 on the front, so that looks cool. For Romulans, not the Valdor, but the Arcala. Here we go. The Arcala tactical warbird comes with quad plasmas, and although you can't really see it, you can kind of tell a little bit here because of the weapon ports here on the sides. So I mean, that's a good ship. The only difference between this vessel is, let me take a look here. Okay, yeah. The differences though really are pretty much not the same. Of what level you have to be, because of course with these two you got to be captain level to get them, except for the Klingon vessel, I believe. Let me take a look. Okay, Ning Tao. I hate how this thing is so small. Okay, no. For Ning Tao, you're gonna be at least a commander level. Um, the Romulan ship probably commander as well. But this one you have to be captain level for the Sao Paulo. Now, something I have found out before I end this, something I found out that which we're gonna go to the customizations thing is for. Now, of course, with this, as you probably have seen in previous Let's Plays, you can go between the templates of each ship. However, for the Defiant, I'm gonna have to check for other vessels to see if they have other if they have the same thing with this. But for the Defiant, I had recently discovered something that is pretty cool. So they added different refits, very looks for both the Gallant and as well as the Vigilant. So let's go type 5 for the material and go look at full all Gallant. So okay, so here's the refit look of the Gallant, which looks alright. I don't like the nacelles that are coming out here, but compared to this, I mean, there is some slight differences. The normal Gallants, hull, for example, that's this, while the refit is this. So, and then of course the saucer for the Gallant is that. The nose thing is that. Well, that is that. Pylon, I mean the nacelles, a little bit of a change. Same thing for the pylons. Now, Vigilant also updated. So here's the Vigilant. Pretty nice look. Let's take a look at the refit. So okay, so here is the refit. So, I actually do like these new looks for the ships. I mean, they're pretty good looks. The only thing that did not get its own refit was pretty much the Sao Paulo and the Defiant. But of course, the Sao Paulo and the Defiant really don't need it since they're each their own refit variants. So that's what we got here for these ships. I'm probably gonna play around with this a little bit and look to see what I can do I can probably see what I can do with mixing and matching different styles in here. In my next Let's Play, if I do change it, you'll probably see in my next Let's Play. In the meantime, though, we're gonna keep it as the default look of the Malaya. Alright, so that was, so we got to captain level. We're almost halfway up to level 31. From here on out, we're gonna get, lots of good things, and we're halfway, and we're just over the halfway mark to level 50. Don't worry though, even though we're going straight through all these and getting, hell of a lot of XP for them, yeah, we got a lot of story to cover. But we're gonna cover every bit of story in here. So, I'm gonna end it right here. I am your host, the Crimson Phoenix, and I bid y'all a good day.